style right here. Till I got white hair, getting foul type stares. We ahead light years. We come out the starts, so let the start. Turn the light switch off. Drive a block, switch cars. Toss a face mask and gloves. Pulled another on the beat. Guess who the victim was? Guess who get reconfigured? The whole industry does. Premiere you my because we became the men our mothers prayed for. Maybe even exceeded their expectations, or maybe they always knew. Why tying up our baby shoes? What was waiting that brood and the souls of a chosen few? This ain't just talk, it's true. What a life. I'm a man, I'ma die about it. Feel the pain, but I'm not gonna cry about it. Tell the truth, cause ain't no reason to lie about it. Invisible fingers playing chords on my haunted piano. I'm a man, I'ma die about it. Feel the pain, but I'm not gonna cry about it. Tell the truth, cause ain't no reason to lie about it. Invisible fingers playing chords. My life is real.
And on the mound now, Jesus Luzardo. What do we need to know here?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
All right, ready to get underway. Xavier Edwards now at the plate.
Number 9. Xavier Edwards.
And the home opener is underway. There's a strike. That one finds the zone. 1-2. On the ground. Over to first.
He's out.
One out in the top of the first. And now for the Marlins, Kyle Stowers.
Here's a player known for playing better in day games, which is not always the case. I mean, day games are different, Boog. Things change from game times to your daily routine, but he sure makes the transition look easy.
Nope, that's down.
He caught it behind his back. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out. Here's Mookie Betts now.
He's got a nice, short, compact swing. Doesn't swing and miss a whole lot.
Nope, outside. Ball, that's out.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. This one in the air, center field. And that is that. Back here on the south side. And our pitcher in this game, Sonny Gray. What do you have on him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Johnny DeLuca leading things off and takes a strike. Right back to him on the mound. Tosses to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. So up next, Colson Montgomery.
Throughout history, the fastball down has been the most successful pitch. Guys can handle a little bit better these days, but they, of course, still prefer something belt high.
Fastball for a strike.
Ball, that's out.
And he can't come up with it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Batting third. Not your
One down. Bobby Witt Jr. getting ready to hit. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Oh, great stop. And that's a base hit despite a great defensive effort. So up next for Chicago, Munetaka Murakami.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
2 on, 1 out.
Ball, that's out.
That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count. Going to lay off that pitch down.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Hard ground ball for a base stop. Here comes the runner. He will score, and they take the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0. Andy Pajas will hit next. And a foul ball. Witt on second. Murakami over at first with 1 away.
Ball.
Sonny Gray checks on the runner. Back in safe, really close. That's towards center. Dubon under it. Out number 2. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Jonathan Aranda digs in now.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
The 0-1. That one ripped, but foul. Curve in the dirt, kicks away. And the runners will move up.
Heads up base running right there.
Swing and a ground ball. Konai steps on the bag. They limit the damage here. Here on the south side, and now for the Marlins, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Swings through that one out in front that time. There's a swing and a miss.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Got him. 1 away.
That is good. The catcher, Hunter.
And here's the catcher, Hunter Goodman. Swings through that. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. Pitch is in the dirt. Ball one. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. Now here is Alec Burleson. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble.
Ball! That pitch is out.
Check swing went around, and now it's even 1-1. Right through there for a strike.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. That's to third. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back at right field, we head to the bottom of the second. Chase Mydroff steps to the plate for the White Sox. And that one in the air, center field. Dubon under it, and there's one down. Here's the center fielder, Justin Crawford.
Number 2, Justin Crawford.
Grounds one to short. Bats up with it. And safe.
Oh, he's in there.
Bang, bang play, but speed wins on a great effort there. Runner on at first with one gone. Luis Torrens steps to the plate for the White Sox. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one carrying. Just missed it.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
That one the other way, and foul ball.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Way out front for strike two. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is the third out of the inning. Top half of the third inning. And now for the Marlins, Heriberto Hernandez.
Ball, that's low.
Base knock right field. And the tying run is on base. Stepping in, Griffin Conine.
Ball, that's inside.
Checks his swing, now an appeal to third. And he won around. Just enough that time. Just a slow ground ball this time. My draw. Throws to first in time. And one away in the top of the third. So now with one away and a man at second, Mauricio Dubon now at the plate.
Nope, that's a ball.
Man at second. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. It's got a chance. Can't get to it, and this should score the run. Around from second is the tying run. To second, but way too late. Safe there.
Everything came together for him. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
The left fielder,
Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins. He's 0 for 1. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Late with the swing there.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that may
runner on the go. Got him swinging. No throw, safe at second. Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. Wide to center his first time. And strike one to Mookie Betts. Lays out. Oh, it's off his glove. One runs in. Down to third, and he gets back safely.
He was all over that one. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
Chisholm stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Misses outside, and it's 2-0. Gets him to chase after that one. Runners on first and third, 2 away. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. In the air, left field. And that's the third out. Back here on the south side, bottom of the inning, Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Montgomery.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Takes it in for the out. So digging in, Bobby Witt Jr. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time.
You know, Boog, this is a player with some serious speed. In 2023, he became the first player in 20 years to record 2 infield hits and an inside-the-park home run in the same game.
2-0.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
Up and in, 3-1. Tap foul at the plate. Payoff pitch. And right back to the mound. In plenty of time to first. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third. Next is the designated hitter, Munetaka Murakami.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
That's out.
Next pitch is outside.
Aye.
Outside corner, there's a strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out. As we go to the top of the fourth, now it's the Marlins catcher, Hunter Goodman.
You know, these Marlins showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Set down on strikes, and that's 4 strikeouts. At the plate, Alec Burleson grounded out his first time up. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Ball one.
A little out front there as he swings through it. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The 1-2. Swings through it for the K. Tied him up on a fastball inside. Heriberto Hernandez, the next up for the Marlins. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Back up the middle and a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Marlins, the first
and at the plate for Miami, Griffin Conine. Ground ball right side, and that one finds its way through. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Dubon in the box now, takes strike 1.
No, inside.
And there's a ball.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
First and second, 2 down. Inside.
Ball. That's inside.
Full count now. And that'll do it. Here on the south side, bottom 4, Andy Pages steps to the plate for the White Sox. And he grounds one to the right side. Into the outfield, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Up next for the White Sox.
And here's the first baseman, Jonathan Aranda. Tapped softly on the ground. To Betts at second for one. To first, double play. Nicely done. So up next, Chase Maitron. Fly to center his first time. Foul ball. Out to short, Betts. There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. Back at right field. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Xavier Edwards.
Yep, that ball went out.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's a ball and a strike.
Hey, 2.
On the ground to third. Fires to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out. Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins.
Kyle Stowers.
This one in the air, center field. Crawford gets under it. And there are 2 outs. Here's Mookie Betts.
Up next for the Marlins, the shortstop, Mookie Betts.
That's a ball. That's ball 2.
There's a strike to Mookie. This one driven deep center field on its way. Home run. That one felt good. And they tack one on the board. It's 3-1. So 2 down. Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball 1. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. Marlins get a bit closer on this homer, and this is now a 3-1 ball game. Back here on the south side, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Justin Crawford steps to the plate for the White Sox.
You know, these White Sox, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Whips it to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Up next,
now it's the White Sox catcher, Luis Torrens. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Fouled off. He was late. Here's the 0-1. And a foul ball. The 0-2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, too. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
In the air, right field, Hernandez. Under it. And And there are 2 down. Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Johnny DeLuca, the next to hit.
Johnny DeLuca.
That one ripped. And it stays fair. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
Wastes no time there. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
So runner at second, 2 down. Colson Montgomery getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He's safe as he gets his hand in, and they trail by 1.
That was maybe even a little off the plate, but no problem getting the barrel to it. Man, he does such a nice job, and that's what you're supposed to do with the pitch in that location.
Next to hit, Bobby Witt Jr. Ground ball, left side. Jazz tosses to first. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Here on the south side, now it's the Marlins catcher, Hunter Goodman. Luzardo back to work. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Crawford takes it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down. And up next for Miami, Alec Burleson. The other way, he hauls it in, 2 away.
Up next for the Marlins.
2 outs, base is empty. Heriberto Hernandez, the next up for the Marlins. He's 2 for 2. Breaking ball, and that got him.
He's got first.
Up next for the Marlins.
Griffin Conant, the next up for the Marlins. 1 for 2.
Nope, that's inside.
Hernandez off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss as he was late.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Right side. My drop. Fires over to first. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Bottom of the 6th. Now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox. Munetaka Murakami. And that one fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. Swings through that high fastball.
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And a man aboard.
Really nice job, a 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
And now here is Andy Pajes. Ball 1 there.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Dubon should have this one. And there's 1 away. 1 out, man at first. Jonathan Aranda steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Jonathan Aranda.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
On a line. And there's 2 down. Chase Mydrow steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Baseman, Chase Mydrow.
Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. On the ground to the left. To first, and that'll do it. We go to the top of the 7th, and now for the Marlins, Mauricio Dubon.
Mauricio.
Brooks Raley gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1.
You know, these Marlins, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Line drive. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. The throw in. And he's got no chance. He's out. So digging in, Xavier Edwards. 1 for 3. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. 0-1 down. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 1-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And there's 2 down. So up next, Kyle Stowers. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Two down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7.
Ball, that's just out.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pajes on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. Back at right field, set for the last half of the 7th. Justin Crawford steps to the plate for the White Sox. New pitcher on now, David Bednar.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
This one popped up, and that's foul.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a ground ball out to short. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. Luis Torrens will hit next.
Number 13.
White Sox making a move for pinch hitter Jack Caglione.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
Swings through that one.
Ball one.
Late swing, foul to the left. The Fish trying to hold a one-run lead here at the bottom of the seventh. Got him! Ricky Holiday with the call. Plays the plate, and he's out. He tried for the inside the Parker, and he couldn't make it. Johnny DeLuca digs in now.
Ball.
Edwards. That's the third out. We go to the eighth, and now for the ball. Mookie Betts, Jordan Leisure on the pitch here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Pulls that one foul. Strike two.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter into the 0-2 count. You're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Mookie Betts down on strikes. Now at the plate, Jazz Chisholm Jr. 0 for 3 in this one. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Crawford moving under it. And there's two down. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Hunter Goodman.
The catcher, Hunter Goodman.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A solo shot, and they add to their lead. It's 4-2. So two down. Now here's the Marlins DH, Alec Burleson. And first offering is fouled off. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Oh, and 2 now. On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here on the south side, bottom of the 8th. Colson Montgomery now at the plate.
Montgomery. Now pitching for
So the Marlins go with a new arm, Jose Alvarado.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
On the ground, right side, Edwards. On to first. One pitch and one out. Bobby Witt Jr. getting ready to hit. 3 groundouts already. He's 0 for 3.
Witt Jr.
Ball. That's inside.
On a line. And that's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Up next for the White Sox.
Now it's going to be Munetaka Murakami.
Murakami.
Hard liner. Great effort as he's able to haul it in. And there's 2 away.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Edward Bizardo takes over on the mound. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Pajes, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Runner on the move. Swing and a miss. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
That misses. Ball 1. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The Marlins trying to protect a 2-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Here comes Witt around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and now they trail by 1. Jonathan Aranda steps to the plate for the White Sox. Outside low, ball 1.
Well, with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
Sliced hard but foul. Hit hard, should be extra bases. Here comes Pajes around third. He'll score, and they tie it.
Back-to-back base hits. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
And now Chase Mitra. Broken bat, roller to first. And it goes just foul. Tied at 4. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2. That's inside.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. I really think the outer half is open.
Next one misses, and the count is even 2-2. That one missing inside. Up the middle, bats up with it. On the run, throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Here on the south side, all set to start the ninth in this one. Heriberto Hernandez. Digs in now. New pitcher for the White Sox, Grant Taylor.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Jacob Marcy. He represents the go-ahead run.
Ball inside.
Swings and misses, struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Griffin Conant, the next up for the Marlins. And a big swing and a miss.
Big-time GM right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone. In the dirt. Throw to first in time.
You're best when you let the game come to you. Tried to make too much happen right there. Not his best at bat.
Here's Mauricio Dubon.
Ball one.
Slap the other way, foul. Two down, nobody on. Comes up empty. That's strike two. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the ninth. Back at right field. Bottom half of the ninth, and we've got a tie ball game. Home side looking to walk it off. Justin Crawford now at the plate. So they turn to their closer, Matt Swanson.
Nope. Ball one.
In there at the knees. That is strike two. Battling here as he fouls it away. Four in the ninth. Look out, almost got him upstairs.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And it remains 2-2. Now one miss.
That's a really good take.
Good job to fight that one off. Tied at 4.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Stays alive. And a payoff pitch. Got him swinging for the strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Now, Rafael Marchand. A little bit low, and it's 1-0. On the ground, right side. Tosses to first, 2 away. And here is Johnny DeLuca. 1 for 4 with a double.
Number 21, Johnny DeLuca.
Nice grab. Back here on the south side. On to extra inning. Xavier and so a lefty out of the pen. Jose A. Ferrer.
Number 45, Jose A. Ferrer.
And there's one down. Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins. 0 for 4, a couple of flyouts. He's also grounded out and struck out. Right through there for a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Just missed.
That's the ball.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
There's a strike.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Popped in the air, left field. And there's 2 away. Here's Mookie now. He's already homered in this game. Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning. Now Jazz Chisholm Jr. steps up for a big at bat. Way inside, and that hit him.
Got him. First base.
Up next for the Marlins, the catcher.
Go ahead, run on. Hunter Goodman, Tobias Myers into the game.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute 1 pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
And fouled off. Comes up empty.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. On to the bottom of the 10th. Down the third baseman, number 12.
Montgomery. Now pitching for
Andrew Nardi taking over on the mound.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
He was late there, strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. So now with 1 away and a man at second. Intentional walk coming here, and that sets up the double play possibility with 1 away and runners at first and second. Munetaka Murakami steps to the plate for the White Sox. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Double steal. Pitching for a strike. Throw to third. Too late. Save. Double steal. Two on, 1 out. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there. Now the left fielder, Andy Pajes. Steps off, looks to third. Nothing happening. Bit of strategy here. They issue the intentional walk, and that'll set up a force play at any base. Now here is Jonathan Aranda. That one's in there. Strike 1.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just going to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
And 1-2. Base hit, that'll do it. In comes the winning run, and the White Sox walk it off in extra innings.
Well, you come to the ballpark hoping you'll see something special that day, whether you're a player or a fan. A walk-off win, nobody forgets.
Gotta say too much. I don't gotta say too much. Now I don't gotta say too much.